Once the opportunity presented itself, I would have been a fool to say no.
This would be the first time CM Punk ever fights in his life. He had no amateur fights, no amateur karate matches, no amateur jiu-jitsu matches. This is what's crazy about it.
There was a lot of negativity, you know. Why is he doing this? Oh, he can't do this. He shouldn't be able to do this, things like that. Every time somebody waved a finger in my face and say, you can't do that, you know, I prove people wrong. I live to do that.
This is what's crazy about it.
I'm in a unique spot. I have a great fight, a fight that a lot of people, I'm sure, are envious. A fight that a lot of people wanted. I'm gonna get to beat up a superstar and, you know, kind of make my name off this fight in my second pro fight.
Oh, early knockdown for Mickey Gall.
Could be it right here. That's it.
Mickey Gall submits Mike Jackson inside of a minute.
I want to be fed. I'm hungry. DBCM Punk, please.
He's fought tomato cans, and he thinks that makes him a pro, and that's cool. I want him to be confident because I think he's just gonna completely think he's gonna walk all over me, and you know, he'll wake up and realize he was wrong.
He made himself a superstar in his field. I respect the greatness, but with that being said, there's nothing to stop me from ripping him apart.
You know, I'm going out there, I'm gonna lay it all on the line. You know, the spotlight's on, and I'm gonna shine.
I respect everybody who's ever stepped foot in the cage, and before I'm done here, everybody will respect me as well.
There's nothing to stop me from ripping him apart.
You know, I'm going out there, I'm gonna lay it all on the line. You know, the spotlight's on, and I'm gonna shine.
I respect everybody who's ever stepped foot in the cage, and before I'm done here, everybody will respect me.
I want to let everybody know about the pressure of the internet, because Dana White vetoed this song, and then everybody told him, why did you do that? This is a great song, let him come out with this song. I want to let everybody know about the pressure of the internet, because Dana White vetoed this song, and then everybody told him, why did you do that? This is a great song, let him come out with this song. I want to let everybody know about the pressure of the internet, because Dana White vetoed this song, and then everybody told him, why did you do that? This is a great song, let him come out with this song. I want to let everybody know about the pressure of the internet, because Dana White vetoed this song, and then everybody told him, why did you do that? This is a great song, let him come out with this song. I want to let everybody know about the pressure of the internet, because Dana White professional, he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and if you saw his first fight in the UFC against Mike Jackson, the way he took his back, the way he sunk in that rear naked choke, that's a guy who's choked a lot of people. Very, very skillful. Long punches, 6'2", great reach, young kid, 24 years of age. And here's the other thing, we haven't seen him since February, okay? We're sitting here in September. I guarantee you he's a lot better now. Because when you're 24 years old and you're training every day, you make giant leaps and bounds on a month-to-month basis, especially when you're as young and as focused and as hungry as this kid, Mickey Gall is.
He started at Gracie, New Jersey, under David Agib as a sophomore in high school. His sister Jamie also trains in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Mickey Gall said he played all the sports growing up, but it was his passion for Jiu-Jitsu and for striking and MMA that made the difference. His father, Kevin, a chiropractor, his biggest supporter, his biggest fan.
Things are going to get very interesting very soon.
Mickey Gall.
They seem to like the song. I love this song. I do too. I've always loved this song.
I'm with you right there, man.
I just never thought anybody come out to it.
That's a good point.
If they did, I thought it'd be a chick.
Fuck that. There we go. That's good. CM Punk. He's already a superstar. He said, I left behind a career and an entire world. Others would kill to have.
I'm so confused right now. I don't know how to think about this. I really have no idea what this guy's capable of. I admire that he's taking his chance. I admire his choice. I think it was an incredibly wise choice to train where he trained with that man, Duke Roufus. Well, I think he's one of the very best coaches in the world. Kyle Kushner, another outstanding coach, training on a daily basis with guys like Ben Askren, with guys like Tyron Woodley, Anthony Pettis, Sergio Pettis, a bunch of assassins down there in Milwaukee. So he did everything right. But to take a fight in the UFC as the first time you ever compete ever in a combat sport is just so crazy. And to do it at 37 years of age when you're already famous, this guy has balls.
He said it's about proving something to himself, showing others that you can chase your dreams. Duke Roufus said his work ethic is incredible along with his hard-nosed mindset. Getting better all the time. He did a session today in the Octagon. Came here 5 hours early, Joe. Did a session with Tyron Woodley, the chosen one, the champion.
It's going to be interesting to see how he reacts to the nerves and the pressure, but right now, he looks pretty calm.
Born and raised in Chicago, made it a very easy choice to work under the tutelage of the multiple-time world kickboxing champion, Duke Roufus. Punk has trained in Kempo Karate, and he has trained his jiu-jitsu with Henry Gracie. They love him here in Cleveland. They love him around the world. CM Punk. Our tale of the tape for this monumental MMA moment. CM Punk, 37 years old. Mickey Gall, 24 years old. Everything else is virtually identical. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 2 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Greenbrook, New Jersey, presenting Mickey Gall. Introducing a mixed martial artist who tonight is making his octagon debut. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, presenting CM Punk. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson, our referee. The wait is over. UFC fans have been voting all night by following at UFC on Twitter. Continue to do so. All it takes is one click to vote and score the fight. Here we go!
Mickey Gall shoots the double immediately and has CM Punk on his back. In full guard.
Punk came storming out. Mickey Gall takes him down.
With some big shots from the top right away.
Posturing up and throwing down.
CM Punk's in a lot of trouble right away, Mike.
Yep.
He's eating some big shots.
Big elbow by Gall.
Gall's trying to pass the guard. He's going to step over with that right leg. He stepped over it, moved right into side control like butter.
Not good for CM Punk.
A lot worse than not good. This is horrific. He's trying to escape, trying to use his feet. You're really not supposed to be able to use your feet the way he's doing. See how he's digging his feet into the cage?
You saw Keith Peterson make that adjustment.
He made the adjustment, but Mickey Gall's on top of him. This is a legit brown belt, and he's on top of a white belt. Usually when that happens, someone's getting strangled. Look at that pass, right to Mount. Look at that beautiful transition to the back.
Gall looking to choke him out right here.
CM Punk is getting mauled. And this is what happens when a brown belt rolls with a white belt. I mean, this is just what happens. Especially when you're a kid as good and as focused as Mickey Gall is.
It's got him flattened out.
Now CM Punk is holding on to the gloves of Mickey Gall, trying to get, he got it free. And now Punk's in a lot of trouble. He's getting bombed down here. Mickey's just looking to open up the possibility for getting that choke in.
Punk trying to lock it down, try to get out of trouble.
Mickey's got him flattened out here. Punk's in deep trouble. He
Got
might
to
be out.
defend himself.
Man, he took some heavy shots there. Heavy shots.
And more here. Can he weather the storm? Can he avoid getting submitted here?
Well, one of the things that his teammates have said about him is this guy does not quit. But he's got that arm under the neck now. That's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, he got out of it.
Free.
Very impressive, but he's going through it again. I think that's it.
It is all over. Mickey Gall submits CM Punk. Just like that. He tried to hang in there.
Well, I mean, he defended a little bit, but the reality is there's a giant gap between someone who's new to martial arts, new to MMA. I mean, he took karate when he was a kid, but let's be honest, he's new to martial arts, especially mixed martial arts, competing against a kid like Mickey Gall who has such a high-level ground game.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Set up by that initial takedown.
Yeah, and here you see, I'm sorry I'm not talking right now because CM Punk is giving a speech to Mickey Gall, and I want to know what he said to him, but he's being very gracious, and he's walking around raising Mickey Gall's hand. Excellent sportsmanship by CM Punk. And right now, they're about to read the decision, so I'm going to get into the octagon, but just a mauling by Mickey Gall.
And the tap by CM Punk. Legit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills showcased quite quickly against CM Punk. 24-year-old Mickey Gall wins again by submission. 3-0 as a pro, 2-0 inside the octagon. Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Keith Peterson has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Mickey Gall.
I'm here with the winner, Mickey Gall. Mickey, what has this whole experience been like for you? Because there's so many eyes on CM Punk. There's so many people that want to know how he would do here tonight. What was this like for you?
It's been crazy. It's been fun. It's a great opportunity. I mean, you know, like, I see a lot of like hate for this guy online. And just a lot of people, not just in the MMA community, but as a people. I think we all hate too much, man. Fuck the hate. We need to love each other. We're all gonna be dead in 100 years. Let's love each other, man. Fuck the hate.
That's a great attitude, sir. Now, I admire that CM Punk was willing to take this chance. I admire the fact that he wanted to fight in the UFC, that he chose Duke Roufus as a trainer, that he did all the right things. But were you in any way insulted that a guy with no martial arts experience could take 2 years and compete against a guy like you, who's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, who has a mixed martial arts professional record, undefeated? How did that feel to you?
I mean, I can understand why people would feel that way. Not me. I'd be a jerk to be like spit at the opportunity. You know what I mean? It was a great opportunity for me. With that said, this might sound like a gimmicky fight, but I'm no gimmick, man. I'm for real. I'm not going fucking anywhere.
Well, no one believes you're a gimmick. Certainly no one who's paying attention. But this certainly wasn't the kind of test that a young guy like you wants in your career, other than the fact to make an exhibition out of it, which is what you did tonight.
Yeah, man. I got someone I want next.
Who do you want now?
Fight everyone wants to see, man. I want Super Sage Northcutt. I think that boy's corny, and I want a bunch of spikes out of his hair.
I would love to see that.
Hey, they say we're Dana White looking for a fight, young guns. Let us bang out. They say guys like us might get protection. Fuck that, I want war.
Mickey Gall, ladies and gentlemen. I like it.
Mickey Gall's all kinds of fired up.
Listen, man, I admire what you did. You're a brave man. You took a crazy chance, and everybody should respect that. That said, what a giant leap that you just attempted to come in here with no martial arts experience and to take 2 years of training and to fight against a young, tough kid like that. You definitely chose the hard road, sir.
Yeah, you know, in life, you go big, you go home. I just like to take challenges. This was a hell of a mountain to try to climb, and I didn't get to the summit today, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I appreciate all the support from everybody. Obviously, Mickey's a hell of a fighter. I will be back, believe it or not. This was the most fun I've ever had in my life. Second best night of my life, besides marrying my wife, obviously. I know there's a lot of doubters, but listen, life's about, you know, falling down and getting up. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, it's about getting back up. So if there's any kid out there that's told by a parent or a coach or a teacher or somebody that they look up to, somebody that's supposed to push them and believe in them, and they're told no, don't listen to them. Believe in yourself. Sometimes the outcome isn't always what you desire it to be. But the true failure in life is not trying at all. I know that sounds preachy and kind of weird for a guy who just got beat up, but fuck it. This is a time of my life. Thank you, Cleveland.
Thank you for having the balls to do this, sir. And I look forward to seeing you continue your journey. CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? As a father, he is absolutely 100% right. Classy young man, CM Punk. Junior's in the house, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Junior Dos Santos. We've got heavyweights coming up.
With only 3 rounds left, the competition's really getting serious in the Speedway World Championships. But who will find the throttle when it matters most? The race for the title continues on the 24th of September at the Grand Prix of Stockholm, live on BT Sport 2.
Ground floor perfumery, stationery and leather goods, bibs and haberdashery, kitchenware and food going up. First floor, telephones, gents ready-made suits, shirts, socks, ties, hats, underwear and shoes going up.
Less grey, natural-looking results. Just for Men targets only the grey. Just lather in 5 easy minutes. Just for Men.
This programme contains flashing images and scenes of violent physical contact. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rankings, because we have heavyweights left on the card. Verdum Brown, of course, Miocic, and Overeem. Fabricio Verdum, beginning of 2016, Joe. There was talk he was the greatest heavyweight of all time. That's before Stipe stepped in and punched him.
Well, he's still in the argument. You got to think about it. He submitted 3 of the legends of MMA. Minotauro Nogueira, Cain Velasquez, and Fedor Emelianenko. I mean, that is a resume that no one else has but him. He is, in my opinion, the greatest submission artist in the history of the UFC's heavyweight division. And I just think the only person that comes in second is probably Frank Mir. When you look at what he's been able to do inside the octagon, especially considering that he started out his UFC as really just a jiu-jitsu fighter, but has become a real striker. Now, what's really important about that is one of the highlights of his striking was his victory over Travis Brown. And we're going to get a chance to see Travis Brown attempt to avenge that victory, because that was very shocking to a lot of people. Travis swarmed all over Fabricio Verdum, but Fabricio recovered and went on to outstrike Travis Brown, which was quite shocking and really showed his metamorphosis and an evolution as a mixed martial arts fighter.
Well, Joe, it was UFC 188, Mexico City, where Verdum submitted Cain Velasquez to become just the third Brazilian UFC heavyweight champion. His first title defense would come at UFC 198 in Curitiba, Brazil. But instead of victory and triumph at home, it all vanished away in front of 45,000 Brazilian fans. Fabricio aggressively attacking.
Oh, and he got caught.
That's it! And it's all over!
Fabricio Verdum is coming into this fight devastated, losing his title by a first-round knockout to Stipe Miocic in Brazil. The memory of that haunts Fabricio, and he has to get through Travis Brown in order to establish some momentum that will take him back to another shot at the UFC heavyweight title.
This time is very important, you know. I lose my belt, I want to fight again for the title shot. For sure, the big goal now is Travis Brown. I want to beat him for the next step.
Letting past anybody in this heavyweight division is a mistake. It takes one shot. Not everybody gets a chance to redeem themselves. I have a loss to the guy from 2 years back, and it's not something that sits well with me. I want that fight back.
Fabricio Verdum versus Travis Brown is a very important and very interesting fight. Anything can happen.
Travis Brown has done it!
I'm so motivated right now. Coming off my last loss, the way I lost in the first round. The disappointment that I've carried with me since. It's like I got angry at myself, and this is the way I get to go take it out.
Ooh, exactly.
On Verdum.
A lot of fans say, hey, Verdum. For me, my favorite fight is when we beat Travis Brown.
Fabricio Verdum, and he hurt him! He hurt him with that right hand and the left!
I know him for a long time, and I know he's a very dangerous guy. I think I have a little bit advantage for him because I beat him one time. I know his game.
I feel like I've jumped leaps and bounds from when we fought the first time. I'm ready to go out there and go for broke and not get what happens.
Travis Brown by TKO!
I'm the champion before. I got it, and I want to show one more time. 100% I come back. I got my belt again.
Travis Hapa Brown. The first fight was April 2014. It was a 5-round main event, 875 days ago. Verdum won the fight, 50-45, 50-45, 49-46. Joe Travis left with a broken hand, a broken foot, injured ribs, and pretty devastated.
He certainly was, and he was on a track towards a title shot before that fight, and since then he's had some pretty significant setbacks, but has not lost confidence, nor has he lost his direction. One of the important factors in that first fight was that he had Fabricio hurt in that first round, and that is very likely where he broke his hands. You know, it's hard to pinpoint it, but it was a moment of success in a fight where he ultimately lost.
Travis Brown steps into our Metro PCS prep point. Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the Blazing Fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30, period. Yeah, Jill, that first fight was winner gets a shot at the title against Cain Velasquez. Verdum was the winner, and he took full advantage of that opportunity.
Look, Travis Brown is capable of knocking out anyone, including Alistair Overeem, who's fighting for the title tonight. Remember that fight, because that's a fight where we learned about Travis's heart. He got hurt badly by Overeem. Overeem was battering him up against the cage. He got up and front kicked him in the face and knocked him out. Stopped it with hammer fists after that. He's knocked out Josh Barnett. He's knocked out Gabriel Gonzaga. He's knocked out Stefan Struve. He's knocked out a lot of guys. He's a dangerous, dangerous guy.
And after that first major setback is when he went to the Glendale Fighting Club in California to train under Edmond Tarverdia. Plain and simple, Fabricio Verdum was beaten by Stipe Miocic. He said, get me back in the octagon as soon as possible. Originally, he was to fight Ben Rothwell. Verdum feels strongly that if he wins this fight, he's right back in that #1 spot. An opportunity to get his belt back immediately. And I want to tell you this, Joe, because something Verdum said, which could apply to our main event. He said that he lost focus on fight night in Brazil. He got all caught up in Curitiba, the event, the 45,000. We won't get too much into Stipe now, but Overeem has kind of said that about Miocic here in Cleveland, but Fabricio admitted that he kind of got caught up in things fighting in Brazil with such a great fanfare.
Well, he certainly did. I mean, it was a gigantic event. There was so much love for him and so much pressure, but it doesn't mean, obviously, that Stipe is going to fight like that. What's really interesting and really needs to be considered was the fact that Fabricio Verdum got flatlined in May. That was 4 months ago, almost to the day. And that is not that much time when you consider how devastating a knockout loss that was.
Our tail of the tape for this, our co-main event of the evening. 39-year-old Fabricio Verdum against 34-year-old Travis Brown, who is 3 inches taller and will have a 2-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 18 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 241 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, presenting the #6 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Travis Brown. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler and a kickboxer, holding a professional record, 20 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 239.5 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Porto Alegre, Brazil, presenting the 3-time world Jiu-Jitsu champion and the former UFC heavyweight champion and the #1 ranked heavyweight contender in the world, Fabricio Verdum. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Gary Copeland.
Gary Copeland, our referee. Vanessa, Chrissy, Ariani, Brittany, UFC 203 co-main event. Verdum! Brown. Here we go!
Oh! Flying sidekick to the face.
We are underway.
That's a first. Fabricio incredibly aggressive here. But he's got to be careful he doesn't get countered like he did in the Stipe fight.
Now we settle in. We think.
Dove on that ankle, and Travis easily escapes it. Oh, good right hand by Fabricio.
Travis Browne, Joe, has the second highest takedown defense in heavyweight history.
Good inside leg kick by Fabricio. There's a kick to the body. We're settling in here. Travis has outstanding counter-punching, Mike. Keep an eye on that.
And he can kick people in the face, too. Just asked Alistair Overeem, who is set to fight for the title. Up next here against Stipe Miocic. This is a 3-round fight. Verdum is throwing a bunch of tricks in early.
He shows no effects whatsoever of being tentative after his knockout loss. I mean, he's wilder than ever right now.
Travis Browne made the point, though, that he's only been fighting for 7 years. The UFC for 6.
What happened?
Doctor's coming in to check something.
Well, he's wincing in pain.
Break a finger, break a thumb, break a finger.
He might have dislocated it or something. He's trying to straighten it out. I said he's good. Wow.
Doc, are we good letting him fight? We're good? Okay.
Good letting him fight, but that's bizarre. If it was just a dislocated finger, are you allowed to stop when you get kicked or whatever happened to him and dislocate your finger? That's an interesting question.
You just did.
But is that legal? I mean, what are the rules? Can we bring in Mark Ratner on this, please? Good kick to the body there by Fabricio. We'll bring in Mark Ratner in between rounds if he gets that far.
All right, we're going to check in with Mark Ratner right now. We just saw an odd circumstance, Mark. What exactly is the ruling, and was that proper or not?
There's no timeouts in fighting, so no. He can't just do that. That's part of the game. So
yeah, unless he's stopping, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, unless he's getting.
Fabricio clipped with the right hand.
Thank you, Mark Ratner. So it definitely was odd. It was incorrect, but the fight continues. Now let's watch Travis Browne, though. He's hurt, Joe. He is going to, I would imagine, show a huge sense of urgency to try to finish this fight quickly.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it seemed like his finger was disconnected, but then he pulled it back and popped it back in place, so it might be all right. But the real question is, what happens now? Because you can't do that.
Well, you know what? What happens is it's done, it's passed, and they fight right here.
Yeah.
You know, it's over.
Bizarre. Well, we'll learn from that.
And he's aggressively going after Verdum and avoids another takedown attempt.
Look at that spinning kick by Verdum.
And I was going to start to say something about the experience of Travis Browne. He's always had the heart, Joe. He's just continuing to build on that skill set. Proud Hawaiian hop with Travis Browne. Nice counter.
Very nice job by Travis. There's a good right hand by Travis.
Travis Browne, one of 2 UFC fighters with 2 finishes due to standing elbows, so maybe it doesn't matter if you dislocated a finger.
Well, there's another thing to take into consideration, Mike, and is that Fabricio Verdum has had some pretty significant back injuries over the last few years. He dealt with it before the Cain Velasquez fight, and it's prevented him from training on many occasions. Oh! Big right hand by Fabricio!
Big shot by Verdum.
Travis is in all sorts of trouble here. He's got to do something, but as he's moving, he's giving up his back.
Verdum is outstanding with his submission game.
Multiple-time World Jiu-Jitsu champion.
20 seconds.
Boy, Travis has got to do something big here.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
He's going to make it.
What a crazy round. Wow. Unbelievable. Expect the unexpected.
Motherfucker ain't got shit on you. Listen to me. I fucking promise you this motherfucker's too slow for you. That finger up. Right? Breathe. Yeah, check his finger, make sure. Breathe. You're gonna win with that fucking finger. Left hook right. Listen, don't pull back like this. Left hand fucking tight. Feel the fucking ground. When you hit your leg, you pull soft.
Here's a big overhand by Fabricio Werdum.
Fight solid, fight with heart. Sit down. Head movement, press and break this motherfucker. Show your heart. You can do it.
And that's when he pulled away and had his finger.
I don't want to see that right cross touch you again. You stop him with your quick jab. Double jab when you're moving forward. Tilt a little bit to your right, okay?
And we got a flying side kick to the face. That is just insane. And that might be one of the first flying side kicks ever in a big-time heavyweight fight.
And a big right hand.
And that is a huge right hand that really hurt him towards the end of the fight.
Here's something to think about, Joe. Travis Browne played basketball at a very high level. Basketball players get their fingers jammed like that all the time. Clear the back, ready to play more, ready to fight more. Here tonight in the home of the world champion Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he seems to be okay, but I don't know if he can make a full fist. It seems like in the corner he was indicating that he couldn't bend the finger.
Yeah, that's the one thing basketball players don't have to do, right?
There's a good left hand there by Travis. A good leg kick by Fabricio. Travis avoids the takedown. Yeah, see, he went back to that finger. He's having a hard time with that finger still. But he's just going to grit his teeth and bear through it.
Which is no surprise to anybody who knows Travis Browne. And Werdum is... Is he effective right now, Joe, or is he kind of all over the place? The loss to Miocic was Werdum's first loss in 5 years.
Another right hand there by Fabricio, but that one Travis rolled with a bit.
I mentioned Travis started training with Edmond Tarverdyan after the loss in the first fight between these two men.
Travis looking to set up a big shot here, Mike. You can see he's kind of like motioning with the left, looking to set up the right.
Watch for the kick. Watch for that kick right up the middle.
Good inside leg kick by Fabricio.
Edmond Tarverdyan said, all right, throw a jab. Throw a jab. He told Travis, you don't even know how to jab. It's come a long way since. Switches it up a little bit, goes southpaw. Body kick could be coming, now back to orthodox. Under 3 on the clock here in round 2. Edmond Tarverdyan.
Catch that and drop it. Left hook, right cross.
Ricky Lundell in the corner of Travis Browne. Outstanding grappling coach.
Go get him now.
Travis looks very hesitant to me, Mike. He's standing in front of Fabricio, not pulling the trigger.
Team with a slight advantage in total strikes. 77-9. Wow.
Fabricio's utilizing that front leg front kick very well, and then there's a couple of front kicks from Travis. There's that right hand again, a nice kick by Fabricio.
Browne was outlanded 90-6 against Velasquez, and he's trying to find